up is a combination known as a Maxi Ford. Now, we are doing what I will sometimes refer to as a Maxi Basic because we're not really doing everything that should go into this combination, but it is a beginner's version of this step. And it basically is made up of a step, a shuffle, a step, and then a toe tip behind. We are going to be taking it nice and slow, and I want you to just really focus on kind of putting these steps and this toe tip and that shuffle all together. We'll do some starting with the step to the right foot, and then we'll also do some with the step starting to the left foot. Step, shuffle, step, tip. Step, shuffle, step, tip. The next thing you're going to learn is a combination called a Maxi Ford. It's named for a vaudevillian named Max Ford, who is credited with creating the step. He also created a lot of other wonderful things, and we are going to be learning a simplified version of what he did. So, to do your Maxi Ford, you're going to start with a step on the right foot. You're going to do a shuffle out to the side with the left foot. You're going to step on the left foot. You're going to do a toe tip behind with the right foot. Now this toe tip should be a nice little light bounce off the floor. You don't want to pound it. Very often in class people think they need to really hit the floor really hard, and that's not good for you or your shoes or my floor. So just make it a nice little tap is all it needs to be. This toe tip is sometimes referred to as a tip, sometimes referred to as a knock. Sometimes I've heard it called a jab. It's got a lot of different names. I will usually call it a tip, but you'll hear different things for it. So starting with the right foot again, you're going to do step, shuffle, step, tip, 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 step, shuffle, step, tip. Okay. Now, we can also do these starting with the left foot. So when you do it on the left side, you're going to step on the left foot, you're going to shuffle with the right foot, you're going to step, you're going to do a tip. Step, shuffle, step, tip. Step, shuffle, step, tip. Step, shuffle, step, tip, step, shuffle, step, tip. Good. We are doing them slow. Like I said, we're doing a very simplified version of this combination. A couple of things I want to point out. You're going to kind of feel like you're rocking back and forth, and that's your weight is shifting back and forth all the time. All the shuffles here should be out to the side. You don't want to do for a couple of reasons. One, that's not correct, and two, if you're shuffling to the front and you're stepping right next to that foot, you don't have a lot of room to get the foot behind for the toe tip. You also want to make sure that your toe tip really is going behind, and it should be crossing behind the other foot. I will sometimes catch people in class doing this. That's not a toe tip, that's a touch. And it's not behind, it's next to you. So you want to make sure you're doing that. And if you're putting some space between your feet and kind of rocking back and forth when you do this, it's going to be easier to do that. Okay, let's try doing 8 starting with the right foot, and then we'll take a little break and do 8 starting with the left foot. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8, step, shuffle, step, tip. Step, shuffle, step, tip, 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 step, shuffle, step, tip. Good. Now let's try starting on the left side. So the left foot steps, the right foot does the shuffle, and then you're doing your step tip. 5, 6, 7, 8, step, shuffle, step, tip, step, shuffle, step, tip, step, shuffle, step, tip, step, shuffle, step, tip, step, shuffle, step, shuffle, step, tip, step, shuffle, step, tip. At 5, 6, 7, 8, step, shuffle, step, tip, 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 step, shuffle, step, tip. Good, now let's try the left side. 5, 6, 7, 8, step, shuffle, step, tip, 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 step, shuffle, step,